Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in today for episode 147 of Soapbox Daily. Hey, I'm your host, Matt Morgan, and appreciate you being here. Thanks for tuning in today. I don't even know if you can say that anymore, though, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a mixed up world these days with everybody's numbers and zeros and ones and binary and that and this and that and non-denominational. It's a crazy world we live in these days, I'm going to admit. So today on episode 147 on Soapbox Daily, we're going to discuss this when it comes to the overall scheme of things. What do you think your mission is in life? I mean, that's it. What do you think your mission is in life? That is the age-old question. I mean, it's a question as old as time. What is my purpose in life? I mean, as far back as the 4th century BC, Aristotle was pondering life's purpose and developing his theory of teleology. I think that's how it's pronounced, Teleology, anyways, or the idea that everything in life has purpose. In today's fast-paced, technologically filled world where we are being pulled in many directions at once, finding the purpose of life seems to be more important than ever. And hey, before we get into that, speaking of life, how's your integrity been in your life? How's your integrity been this week? You being the positive change? Are you setting the right example for the rest of the world to follow? And that's up to you and only you will know, but keep it moving forward. Have some integrity. Do the right thing when no one else is watching. So let's talk about this, the mission in life. Do you know what your mission in life is? I took years to try to figure out what my mission in life is. It's just many people spend their lives reacting to situations instead of being proactive and figuring out the needs and values that drive them. Even when they think they know their purpose, they often mistake it with a short-term goal. Many others are asking themselves this question truly want to find their meaning, but they have no idea how to find purpose in life. While you're trying to figure out your purpose in life, you're just existing. If you're not growing, you're dying, which is basically the really good advice I've come across. Growth is addictive. It really is. We naturally only feel fulfilled when we're improving ourselves or our lives in some way. And you can do that, as I mentioned, with integrity. Be the better person. Evolve. Be above everybody in the sense that, not being a snobbish, but be above in the sense that you're being the best person you can be, the best you can be. So everything in life is calling us to grow. When we stop growing, we start feeling pain, fear, and anxiety. When we are susceptible to envy as we look around and see what everyone else has that we don't. And that's not a good trait to have with envy. You can't have envy. Instead of asking, what is my purpose in life? We start coveting status, material goods, and power, but all those things will utterly and ultimately leave you feeling empty. I mean, goals like buying a house or opening a business yield a sense of achievement and are essential to living the life you desire. Purpose takes these goals to an even higher level. So finding your mission in life supersedes everything else. You can think the grass is greener on the other side. You can try keeping up with the Joneses, as they say. Material goods and wealth and everything else are empty if you don't have a meaning in life, a purpose in life. All that's irrelevant. Anybody could be rich. Believe it or not, anybody could be rich. Anybody could obtain anything. Anybody can obtain anything of a material gain, whether it's financial, whether it's items, whether it's whatever. That's not your purpose in life. That's not a mission. That is just whatever. And when your days are numbered and you're gone, that's just going to be passed on, and you will not be. Your memory will stay around for a while, but then just fade to the wayside. And that's it. So finding your mission in life is important. So I'm going to give you some pointers here to help you find your true mission and focus your life on what truly matters to you. Okay, here's some points. Number 1, cut out the noise. In order to discover your true life's mission, first you need to filter out the noise. You're bombarding yourself nonstop by distractions to steal your attention away from what matters most. What you need to do is sit and think about what matters to you and push everything else aside. Now, I'm not talking material items or anything else, but what you feel strongly about, whether or not it's an event in the world, whether or not it's doing something, creating something, whatever. Number 2 is becoming a self-expert. Becoming a self-expert is a crucial step in discovering your true life's mission. We're all wired differently with different strengths and gifts and personalities. You have something unique to offer this world. As you discover your innate strengths, it is important to give yourself the opportunity to maximize those strengths. Frequently, when we utilize our innate strengths, we can make a bigger impact, and our success feels purposeful because our actions are aligned with who we truly are. Get to know yourself. As you work on becoming a self-expert, it's important to pay attention to what lights you up and what tugs at your heart. Number 3, get out of your comfort zone and serve. Yes, it's easy to feel unmotivated and uninspired when every day is the daily grind. If you don't feel a strong sense of purpose in your daily life right now, chances are that feeling isn't going to magically disappear. You'll need to change things up in your life and get out of your comfort zone. Me personally, I did that. I wanted to make a difference to the world, and that's why I came about my podcast. It was a little unnerving at first, a little scary as well, but I wanted to make a difference, so I did what I had to do, and I learned it, and I'm here every single day, continuing moving forward, even though it's a little discouraging at times. This is my mission, to try to change the world for the better and help people out. So find what you need to do with that. What you need to do that's going to make you feel fulfilled. Is good. Number 4, learn to think big. Too often, people hold themselves back from living their potential because of thinking small. What if Mother Teresa would have said, I'm just one person. I can't really help the poor. What if Walt Disney would have said, my big dream is crazy. People would never come to Disney World. Who do I think I am? Living your best, most meaningful, fulfilling life where you're spending your days on fire for your purpose starts with your mindset. You really can make an impact on the world. Work on your mindset and your ability to think big. Immerse yourself in learning from people who have already done what you aspire to do, and surround yourself with others who inspire you to make your best difference in the world. As I said, this is a small step. I'm trying to reach out to 8 billion people with my podcast, but I'm not going to let it discourage me if 1 or 2 people are listening. The message is out there. I'm making the step. I'm making the effort. Because you can think, it's not going to go anywhere, but that's defeatist attitude. You can't have that. You have to believe that you are actually reaching or doing things on grand scale. And lastly, our final step and final point and helpful thing here is take a small step every day. You don't have to move to a remote island by yourself in order to discover your purpose. You also don't have to march into your boss's office tomorrow and say, I quit, and embark on a soul-searching project while you watch your savings account rapidly deplete. You can start by making a small step every day out of your normal routine and make a difference. Ask yourself, what's one thing I can do to make someone's day a little better? When you spend time every day intentionally brightening the world, and you find yourself having more and more fulfilling days, and the daily grind just feels like it's just a thing of the past. That's how I feel. When I do my podcast and I reach out to you, my listeners, my audience, I feel I've taken a small step, and I've reached at least 1 of you or 2 of you or more of you. And in time, I will reach hundreds, thousands, and everything else. It's like a wave. It starts off small, it gets bigger. You can do the same thing. Find what resonates with you and make that your mission. Your mission and your actions, what you do is what you're remembered by. If you're looking to leave a legacy, it's not by popping out a bunch of kids. That's nothing. Because if the memory of you doesn't matter how many kids you have, it's what you do with your life and your mission and the changes and who you help and the changes you make bigger in the world, which actually, leave that legacy. Let your mission be that legacy. Okay, that's it for today. Hey, please check out themadmorgan.com. I'm your host, Mad Morgan. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Hey, you can do it. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. That's it for today. Have a great day moving forward, and I will see you next episode.